Hi there. There so many interesting little things happening with this program. I know I must be boring you to death, but I guess just for my own benefit, I want a recording of the little experiments and what I've found out. uh, now, now I put all of this text in and so on for this thing. What this did say before was just command.exe. That's what it said with the command link, and I didn't put that in myself. That's what's um, that's what this thing. I think I'm pretty certain it resolves to. Okay. Um, let's see. What did I call that again? That's this taskbar. Uh, user taskbar. What would I call this? Shortcut. Oh, pin something. Okay, well there's start user. No, but that's not the start menu. That's a taskbar. What do they call it? Start. That's start menu. Start user. Nothing. I lost it. User start. User starts counting better. Let's start menu. Anyway, we can see the path. I typed this in myself. Taskbar. I'm pretty sure I marked it. Taskbar. Oh, that's not what it was called. Yes, it is. Should have taken taskbar. All right. Mark TSKR. No such. So my mark winds up. Like probably the directory's too long. Good God, what am I doing here? That's not important. The important thing is we're in this directory, and inside this directory there are exactly 4 links. Okay. Now I can show you those 4 links, what they are, and what they refer to. That's not being one of them. None of this. Nor this. Nor this. I think it says exit. This is still running, but I still have this directory. Ignore this. Everything's gone. I have to run something that's not going to do anything there. I want to run a command, but I don't want it to do it. Well, you can see anyway that running command prompt will highlight this one, and there's nothing else I can do except make another program called command. But anyway, you can see it there. And see now, this here is what that originally said until I edited it. Now I believe that this auto-generated thing refers to this link. And the reason I believe that, F6 won't work on this one. I changed this to F6, change between the two. Okay, see this here, command prompt link. Alright, let me also break this down for you. This list contains these 4 items. It always will. And all the items in here, plus a couple extra. Okay? Now that is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 16. Okay? And it says there are 11, but I do have something hidden in here. But some of them are duplicates too. Let's see now. At least one of these. Now this run user assist viewer now in program startup, I believe, still exists. And so why am I getting an X here? Because the target of the link is a link and that link doesn't exist anymore probably. That might be why I put that there. That's why I was hiding it. But how many? I only. No, wait a second. There are 19 in here, not 11. 19 things. Okay, one of them is, as I say, I don't think it counts for anything. I can get rid of it. Ooh. There's no number 10. I see. This number is not a count when there's hidden entry. I suppose I should take that into account. So there are really 18 things listed. There are these 2 things. This counted up to 16, 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. However, I believe this and this are the same. So 20, that's 19. And there's an extra one of these that is in this list but not in here. And I'm not sure why, but one of them refers to the thing under programs in the programs menu, and that's not visible. You have to click on this to see that. And one of them refers to this link, assistviewer.link, and that would have the name assist viewer, but that's not what this says. This says this has this text, right? So this one here is referring to this one, and this other one has been used, and it's available, I guess, so that it hasn't been removed from the list. Here's Chrome. That's this one. This here is there. Everything else is in here, except I don't see, actually. Oh, you wouldn't see this one in this list, because PaintShop Pro here is a global one. This is, all users have this one, and it's not in program file. It's not in programs, user programs. It's in program. Break the global start menu. And I want to show you something interesting too. This is the global one. Let's see now. Well, where's it doesn't say it here. What would be called? Something Corel, probably, or just PaintShop Corel. Here. All right. PaintShop Photo Pro X3. That's not that one. Well, it could be. Maybe not though. Let's see. Because the text of the link is not necessarily what's displayed either. Usually it is. Corel. None of these say that. Now I'm a little bit confused. What are the properties of this thing? Where is it? This actually will tell you. Somehow it will. Open the location of the program, not the link. It's a link. Oh no, it couldn't be. That's the target. General. Here we go. Oh, it's in user pinned start menu. Oh, right. User pinned. See, there's things that are pinned when these pinned. Was it in my pinned thing? No, I've lost that directory again. But I can get there easy. By using the other version. I'm gonna make a release version of this one. But the thing is, I typed that path into the box to get to my user pin. I don't know why I can't mark it. I don't need this one. I had enough. They had enough. I gotta figure out why the mark failed. This. No, now that's quick launch, user roaming, and this one. Oh, active on Microsoft Internet Explorer, quick launch, user pin start menu. Oh, I see. Okay, now under pins there are various categories, obviously. Okay. Taskbar, that's this thing. Start menu, that's this thing. And implicit. Pin.link. Now, I wonder if this is where those auto-generated things go. I know how to read a link file now. Unfortunately, I didn't make a program that does it. But I can quickly pause this. Okay, here's my program. Using some of the new code I've put in to do with shell stuff. This is my own structure, link info. It has TS strings and whatnot in here. Now, I just compiled that. And I want to put it somewhere. And I don't want to get away from here, and I can't mark it for some reason. Thus. Whoops. Where is that? M. There we go. That simplifies things. New test. Pins. Wearing this. That is pointing at control. The control program. It has image number 27 from ImageRes. I wonder what that one is. I had so many ways to get to these icons. Twenty-seven. No, the counting is the way I'm counting it is I don't know. I'm just loading them, so I don't know how they're placed in. I think they're placed in this way. Well, let's see. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 9, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be this image, which I doubt it is. So it could be this way. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 8. 0, 8, 12 is empty. 16, 20, 24. 0 base, 23. Try that again. 0. Oh no, this would be 4. 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and 27 would be that one. I don't know which one it is, really. If I click this, that certainly says minus 27. So that is presumably what's in that link file. Don't ask me why. But I think this may be just like a template, you know, like they take this one and you take this one and then overwrite these fields. No description, no arguments. If you want to make an auto link, probably. Now, it's my contention that this corresponds to that link, and let me show you why. And I'm not running the debug one, am I? Get rid of this. I never noticed before that there's a start menu that besides the user can, or besides taskbar, there's a start menu. Obviously, it should have been obvious enough. Okay, so anyway, this thing here is here in the list, and that's where we are under taskbar command prompt link. And there are only 4 things, and it's taskbar, and there are only 4 things on my taskbar, so I believe that refers to this link. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove this. I'm going to go back to page 1. And nothing happened. It's definitely gone. But it's not going to, okay, I'll do it with a different item. Okay. This here services, is that in the thing? You see, because when you do that, oh, yeah, it's already been caught. Okay, there's these 2 new ones. I haven't done anything but give them an icon. Okay. I'm gonna take one away. This one. Okay. Refresh. And you'll notice that it's added a +1 here. And in the other list, it's disappeared. Right? So it's gone from here. And in this list, it's still listed. Right? It's just a program. It's been there. But now it's got a +1 here. So now that's why I've labeled this column unpinned. It's something that was pinned and now is unpinned, and it was in one of these pinned directories. Now it certainly wasn't in this one, so it must have been in the start menu one, right? There's a great big list here, and all of these things are the things that are on the start menu, pinned to the start menu. Now that thing was never really pinned, it was auto-pinned somehow. Now, if I run it, no, what was it? Now I can make it come back. Well, I could make the command prompt one come back easily enough by running it from here. So all I got to do to make that one come back is go to where I found it initially, KLength. That was the which one was it? PowerShell Paint Network Remake Avid Game Modes Addresses. Oh, that's not listed in that. Well, that's right. It's gone now. No, neither of them are listed. Anyway, whatever. Which one was it? It was the audio one. I run this, and I bet you any money it's coming back. It's going to come back. See? Similarly, if I do this, or did I get rid of the command prompt? There's no command prompt in here now, right? But if I use this link, you can be sure it's coming back. And there it is. Now they don't get these things don't get any time or anything added to them. Either this becomes a 1 or a 0. And other than that, if it's not an actual, they're not programs. If it's not a program, this one's an actual program that I ran. And I believe, although this resolves to an actual AX file, which is a type of program, that really this doesn't stand for that. This stands for a link file somewhere. Well, it stands for not this one, but the one in here that I found. And I believe that because when I removed it, this thing went up, so the two were related, right? And as long as that link file is in this list, it's going to keep coming back into here. I can never get rid of them. I don't know why. It seems like I've always been able to get rid of them. For now, I can't. Okay. So there's whatever's in here, I guess, and also in here maybe, are potentially going to come back. Until maybe this changes to a 0. And maybe when this becomes a 0, it won't come back. The ones that I've done the unpinning to are these 3 now. I've called this that. One of the things I tried to do was like it's a weird thing. If you go to this directory, it's the quick launch directory, quick launch user pin, and you try to open the file, that file here, right? Like I wanted to open this and have that wind up in here, but if I press enter, this is what I get, and this is what I got, and what the other one says. It came up automatically. It came up automatically as this. And the reason why services NSC can exist in here, even though it can't be launched, is because it has a link. At least at one point had a link, and then once that's happened, then it can. If you try for certain link files, it appears that resolving them just amounts to replacing the link file name with the target name. So it's very interesting thing that's going on. Now this thing is, I don't believe it's ever going, nothing, I don't believe anything is ever going to happen to this thing. Like it won't gain any time, right? If I close all these, whoops. Even though I'm pretty sure that this I'm pretty sure this refers to that link. This link, right, which is here. If I use that link, I run a program, something happens here. Well, no, nothing happened here. Sometimes something happens here, but nothing ever happens on this side. Maybe if I use it again. Oh, wait, no, this one's never going to go up, because that one's on the taskbar. This one's in the start menu. See? But if I click this, I'll get a plus. Let's see. No, it didn't change. Well, that's odd. Pretty sure I just used that link. Maybe it takes a while to record it. Now, I'm pretty darn sure that when I use these things, I get pluses on here. No, that's going to be MMC. What is it? No, services. The icon's not going to be the MMC icon. if it ever comes up. See? Now that's not what normally happens when you run services.msc. If you just do that, well, it might resolve it this time. If it doesn't, I can remove that link and run it, and you'll see it. It won't get that icon. It will get the one you just saw. And it has now, and nothing changed here, right? And over here, which I should have changed. Oh, it's pretty empty. Okay, that went up +1. And this went up +1 as well. See, they're not the same. This here is not identified as the same as being this thing, because for one reason or another, even though I used the shell to launch it, I didn't use the link file. And if I don't use the link file, then it's not able to determine, I guess, like that. As soon as I click on the link file, it knows what file I'm referring to. When I type services.msc, it doesn't know. I think because those MSC files, typically they launch another program. Right? It doesn't. Although I mean, this is a link to it. I don't know. I really can't explain it. But I'm never going to see. I don't think so anyway. Remove from this list. Remove from this list. They're gone. We'll remove all of them. Okay. Now if I run those things using, okay, this should result in the command prompt returning to here. And it did, because that's the link. But if this is associated somehow with that, if I just run command, or this one, then I won't get it back. See, it's gone, and it's going to stay gone, because that's not what that thing refers to. And I know it refers to this one too, because it runs my batch file and makes the box big over here. It's definitely the same thing. Now, what is here? Now, paint. Oh no, paint's already pinned. That X one refers to this. This is an uninstall. I don't know if, I doubt it would list an uninstall. Okay. I don't have Explorer in here. Let's see if that gets added. But let's see, that's pinned to here. It's not called Explorer. It's called what's it called? It's called Source Root or something. It didn't get added though. So link file. Oh, here. It's already there. It's already in this list on quick launch, but it's on the start menu now. It should. It seems like, well, maybe you got to do it twice or something. You know, give it enough goes. Nope, not you. And I got 2 pluses here. I don't know. Maybe because it's Explorer and that's a special case. What about this virtual dub? Well, the only way I don't have that on, I'd have to add a new. Oh, there's Chrome. Chrome could appear in there. Try that. It's in this, should be in this list. Well, the command prompt wasn't in the list already. Was it? That's maybe what the difference is. This link doesn't have a corresponding one already over here. So if I made a copy of this link on here, then maybe it would end up going in the recent list. It's unclear. Oh yes, now as far as the unpinned, you see these 2 things now. I'm saying they've been unpinned. But they're pinnable. They'll repin. Anything that's got a 1 is going to repin. Here, user assist viewer. Oops. The one that's accessible through here by either there's 2 of them. If I use this one, okay. I hope that's the one I used. Well, we'll see. Well, actually, okay. Now that didn't do anything. Strange. I would have thought it would come back. Allen, and now if I go to Allen saw and use this one, that one I know always seems to come back. And it did. Now why that is a mystery. Remove this. And I'll try running the other one. The other one, oh, maybe it's a different style of link. Under Allen saw, oops. Now that's the one I just used under startup, which is user startup really. Properties. It's already in the list here. Oh, because it's already in the list here. See? Just like Chrome. So if the thing is already in the list, it's never going to get added to the thing. And for some, because this is different, the other one's different, and is not in this list, it gets added. That was the one from Allensoft. It knows about the one in startup, and it's listed it. I guess because I used it. I mean, I used it when I restarted Explorer or something. Maybe it started it. So it's not going to add something that it thinks is already there. And then for this other one, right, in in here, it's not in the linked list, so it can come back. And there it is. Now, has anything else been happening? This went down by 10. Well, I've been using it. Oh, wait a minute. No wonder I haven't seen these numbers changing. I can't see enough of this. Okay, clear it out. Okay, +1, it works, right? Now, this thing actually goes to the sys tray. If I try to run it again, what it does is it just brings this one up and then dots. And if I refresh, you'll notice that it's a 2. Okay, well, those are some interesting things I found out. The week changed, as I mentioned before. And I have that recorded. Well, actually, it wasn't long ago, was it? This is week 2. Everything fine and dandy. That's 1809, and this is. Oh, sure, I've been saving these things. It's not saving properly. That's week 2. Oh, but this, I keep changing from debug version to non-debug, and they have their own set. Maybe I've never saved. I don't have any week 3. What the heck? No, this is week 3. These used to be negative, but now they've overtaken themselves. These times should, at some point, they were negative. I'm going to run the debug version. God help me out. I hope I haven't lost it. Anyway, it's at this point, although there's probably still bugs with the program itself, this is week 3, week 2. Yeah, okay. So I've got the switch over somewhere. 23rd. That's today. No, it's not today. It can't be. That's week 3. That's week 3. At some point, there's a first week 3. And maybe I should. That's not it. 20. Well, actually, I remember what time it was. It was when I woke up. It would have been here. Here. See all these negative times? And the max array index went up. So now I've got 2 columns of these things. And you'll notice that the same thing happens to be in the one spot. For week 1, this had a great big Notepad Q had a great big value, as well as this, which this is consistent with for these 2 weeks. That's Chrome, obviously. This is big in both weeks. Media player. What else do? I do like 3 things. This is important virtual dub. It's certainly, when I sort by these things, I get a list of all the things I use a lot of, One thing I should just ignore is this, because this is completely useless, and it's never going to add any time. And there's nothing here to indicate which DLL got run, what the command line was. And I'd like to write my own version of user assist that does that. What's the point of listing this thing? It's useless. This here has time, right? It's not a funny auto-generated thing. This is that thing, which I think the link, as I showed you before, it does have a little time. I don't know how it would gain any time. Don't know. One of the things I worked out was what this one is, and you can tell by its icon. What that is that's the folder options component of Explorer, which has this auto-generated thing, but it also has a canonical name here, which I don't need to remove. I know that that's just part of Explorer, and I know even what its icon would be. I guess if it says Microsoft Windows, that might mean just Explorer, Shell. And Control Panel is a subcomponent of Shell. It turns out it assumes it assumes that Explorer's window title becomes, when you run Control Panel through here, the title of Explorer becomes the title of whatever is in Control Panel. Anyway, those are a few things I learned, and I'll just upload this, and I'll make more versions, and I'll keep, I'll put a link in with this video, and I'll keep a link. Well, I guess the code and installer, in case someone wants to try and compile this thing and play with it and maybe fix some bugs. See you.